Hey everybody, it's Rob here. Throughout Diablo 4's history, we have basically been having many bugs and exploits in the live game. Many of those bugs now have been diminished thanks to the public test server that Blizzard has done. However, there are still quite a few bugs that make it into the live game, affect the players, affect the economy, and the server stability. I'm sure hoping with the new Diablo 4 expansion here coming hopefully early next year that we're going to see, like a test server or some kind for the new class to avoid another, Spiritborn situation like we had with a Vessel of Hatred last year in October, where it was literally like 1,000,000 times stronger than all the other classes. So even to this day, there are some bugs that plague the game on the Spiritborn. And today we have yet another crazy one. People were under the impression that, Spiritborn, including myself, Spiritborn is like the weakest class of the season. And under normal circumstances, we have been right. But it looks like some players here on the Spiritborn have found a mechanic that also existed on the public test server to literally bend time. So let's get into that. So here's the Poison Spiritborn in action in a pit 113. You see, he's making a big pull at 11 minutes left. If you see the timer up right here, I'm gonna link planner and video below, and you can see how crazy he manages to lag out the game, applying a sheer crazy amount of dots. And this lag is gonna last for like a minute or so, and you see the timer completely stops, but the monsters continuously are taking damage. So this is here a 20-minute video, 22 minutes even, and a pit run usually has to be completed within 15 minutes of in-game time. So he's basically bending the continuum time transformative here an extra 6 to 7 minutes and still gets the rank 1 pit clear here in-game in under 15 minutes, but the real life time is about 22 minutes. So I'll link those planners and we'll talk about the setup here. And this is gonna get even crazier. There's already 116 clear, and you see here, the timer has still been frozen, but those monsters continuously basically are taking damage. We had bugs like this happening in D3 already, and I think at some point they fixed it so that the timer would always count or keep counting even if the server was completely lagging. And this all is thanks to Touch of Death and Bracer gloves here that are unique. We'll talk about the Craze Gods here in a second, but you can just see here, the lag still continues here for a couple minutes, and basically when it stops lagging, we're gonna go a bit ahead here. You see the timer only has moved by about 9 seconds or so. We went from 11, now we're at 10:50, and he's basically done 20-30% progress. So the game lags so crazy with this ability. And this is the planner here below. It's all thanks to the Crazed of the Dead God, creating basically so many Touch of Death swarms here. So you just have to read the second sentence here. Direct damage has an up to 25% chance based on your poisoned life to inflict an enemy with Touch of Death. And he's just using this to inflict a sheer crazy amount of Touch of Death. You see, he doesn't have it on the skill bar, but he does have it skilled, and it just completely lags out the server here. Here is the current rank 116 clear, showing this in action as well. So he's doing a pull here at around 12 minutes time, and the game is he's basically forcing the game to lag out for over a minute in real time, but in game only like 10 seconds pass, and he's basically clearing this entire pull here in combination with all the dot effects and the damage resistance guy. And you see he's also using the Sun Rune to create overpowers here from that poison. And you just see the monsters just fly around. The game lags completely out. And I'm really hoping that this stuff can't be abused, to also duplicate items the way we have it happen in Diablo 4 for a long time, or the way we had it happen in Diablo 2. It's still been a big problem that's been plaguing the stuff and player base and economy. And you can just see here how long this pull takes in real time, but only 2 seconds have passed in game, and he just continuously, basically is damaging these guys, and the timer just doesn't even move. If you're counting it, it's absolutely ridiculous. And he even manages to beat out the boss here in time. You see he still has a ton of time left, and even the boss to some degree here is basically lagging out and the timer is not fully moving properly. So he even beats the boss here, and you can see here the videos here on Bilibili. This video is 21 minutes long, but he still, you know, succeeds to do the run in time, basically, like getting an extra 5 minutes here with this crazy lag spike. So you guys can kind of see the planner here. We call this the Lagborn Pit 116. This is for the live season right now, and the mechanic still seems to be working in Season 9 as of the PTR as well. So hopefully this can be fixed. Again, it's based on the craze of the Dead God, and then basically just juicing out like the potency here and the touch of death here fully, with some of the support here from the seasonal powers as well, and then obviously here using the Sun Rune to create this overpower. So Air of Perdition, Shroud of the False Death, Craze Death God, Assimilation to get 4 to 5 for bigger overpower procs, Duelist, the Plains power. This is also not only abusing the bug, you know, where you're lagging out the game, but it's also abusing the double dipping bugs with the Jaguar Hall and the Mystic Circles. I've made many videos about this, and I'm hoping that this is going to get fixed. It was not fixed on the Season 9 PTR. We'll see with the update coming here on Friday and the campfire chat coming out what's going to happen with that. And then insistible aspect here, where basically the touch of death like burst, and then this can overpower as well as unyielding hits with a bunch of armor and the redirected force. And then obviously Jaguar, and just using Quill Volley again to apply the lucky hits here with the Craze of the Death God. Going completely crazy with Armored High. This is like basically what the skill tree looks like. So just again to trigger the lucky hits, then you have some pulling, you have Ravager, you have the Armored Hide, you have the counter attack, and you have the fully juiced touch of death. Obviously with the Hunter and a Noxious Resonance to do this insane bursts. There's also a Paragon board here with yeah, just pretty standard stuff. Revenge, Drive, Ritual, again here also double dipping with the Mystic Circle potency, Revealing with Wildfire, then we have Convergence here with Spirit, and it uses the Sapping here with Canny. So yeah, this goes completely crazy, and yeah, not really healthy for the game. We'll see what's going to happen with all this. It's just, you know, the game has always been laggy, and we had this in Diablo 3 with like area damage, where the game has been completely laggy. And in groups in Diablo 4, I also feel it's very similar. But yeah, this guy, he's literally like bending time, hitting for trillions and trillions, and going completely crazy. I just really hope that long term, you know, especially with the Spiritborn, this kind of stuff is going to be... You see, like, his damage just keeps going. Like, he's not even moving, actually. Like, he's just standing there, like, the game completely glitches out, and this is all happening on the live game with the Spiritborn. So I'm just hoping to see, you know, some good tests, some good feedback. I'll do my very best to give feedback as well for like a potential like new class that might be coming with the new expansion. Like obviously people are hoping it's going to be like, you know, the holy type of class, the holy warrior. And we just want to avoid, you know, for the health of the game, for the long-term health of the game, we just want to avoid, you know, another Vessel of Hatred, Spiritborn situation where just this like one class is like so broken and so bugged on so many levels that it's completely like overshadowing all the other classes, and, you know, class balance fully goes out of the window. So really hoping that this is going to be happening for the next expansion, and we get a good shot of properly testing and getting like, you know, many people's feedback in for a potential new class to have like a game that is not really, where the meta is not really like, you know, based around bugs. But yeah, this is currently the second highest clear in the world, basically. Pit 116, you have this leaderboards here. I'm going to link this below as well. The only class that can do higher now is the bugged Sorcerer. So Sorcerer can do a bit higher with the overpower snapshots and just various other bugs that the Sorcerer can abuse. But yeah, Spiritborn has actually been from the worst class now with, you know, certain Spiritborn only bug mechanics to become the second strongest class here in terms of leaderboard pushing, even overtaking the Barbarian, the Necro, and the Druid by quite some time. So we'll see what's going to happen with the campfire chat here coming on Friday. I'm sure excited, and yeah, we'll see what the new classes and the new updates will bring. Let's go. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.